Position or duty title here for this exercise?
Perfect. My name is Captain Nathan Hartoin, go by the call sign of Alibi, and as part of the exercise, I'm the Chief of Weapons for the 493rd Fighter Squadron. So Astral is an exercise that integrates many countries around the Adriatic currently, and it's an
it's like a culmination.
Here we go. It's an integrated air and missile defense exercise that integrates not only the tactical aspect of the fighters in the air, along with some of the other support assets such as helicopters, along with TSgt, but it also integrates the operational piece on the ground that shows the cooperation between the different countries when it comes to personnel recovery, but along with that missile defense aspect as well. Perfect. So we're looking to integrate 5th gen into this exercise as well. So Italy currently has the F-35, and they're able to participate both on the, blue air side. So that shows the integration between our 4th and 5th gen, but then also it's showing integration between Italy along with the other NATO partners that we have in the area, and how we're able to continue to operate on a higher scale than just the integration between the fighters.
Specifically speaking of Greece, how did it go at all times?
Yeah, Greece is in a very strategic area, so the partnership between us and Greece is a huge factor around the area. It's very important. They have been extremely great hosts since we've been here, and we've flown with them every day in every go that we have, and we look to continue that partnership as well as we expand both our capability and theirs around the area.
So I know you answered it for these guide weeks, not just for Astral.
Perfect. So the locally here, we've done a couple of weeks of integration between the U.S. and just the Greek Air Force. So the aircraft that have been involved in that is going to be the F-15C, along with the Greek F-16, along with their Mirage 2000s and their F-4s, along with we've had their TSgt all week. Once we start to get into Astral, now we're adding some F-16s from other countries, along with the MiG-21s from Croatia. As far as the local flying that we've done with them, we started small and worked on our 1v1 tactical maneuvering, built that up into a 2v2, and now we're starting to integrate in more large force engagements, including both offensive counter-air, defensive counter-air, and starting to bring in the personnel recovery. And we're also integrating that personnel recovery along with the integrated air and missile defense into the Astral night exercises, which is kind of culminating just the local exercise that we started here with the Greeks.
Since day one to now, how has the progression been with the relationship and the ability in the air?
The relationship that we've built with the Greeks has continued to evolve from day one. So with that local flying, we were able to talk to them in person and then also integrate with many of the other squadrons that actually aren't here on Larissa Air Base. And we've continued to grow that partnership via video teleconference, but then also we're exchanging different flights. So we've gotten some of their pilots in the back of the F-15, and we've got a couple of our pilots that are going to get backseat rides in the F-16 along with the F-4, and that's just going to continue to build our relations with them.
All right, two things.
So as far as what the USAFE gains a lot from integrating with the countries both in the Adriatic along with the Mediterranean. A couple reasons is one is the strategic location of where Greece is at. So the Mediterranean is obviously a very big waterway, but then it also integrates the air portion, the land portion, and the sea portion that that we definitely continue to improve our joint interoperability as USAFE with EUCOM, along with our NATO and AirCom partners in that respect. As far as the exercise in particular, integrated air and missile defense is one of the more important aspects from an air piece, as it's one of the more difficult tactical problems to deal with, especially from a fighter side. But then also when you start talking operational in the many different countries that are around Europe, it's important that we have those discussions and those partnerships built so that we can continue to tie everything together and actually be more of a partnership instead of just individual countries fighting our way back.
And that being here.
So what I take away from here in Greece is we have not been here in a little while, and we're continuing to build partnerships with all the different countries around NATO, along with all the different countries around Europe, as we continue additional TDYs down here as part of our partnership building and building that partnership capacity around Europe.
Awesome. Yep, that's all.
Do you have anything else you would like to add?
That's about it.
Cool.
Thanks,
cool.
sir.
First name?
First name's Nathan.
Nathan. Yeah, I knew that. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. Let me get